The Dallas Cowboys defeated the Washington Commanders with a final score of 45-10 last Thursday on Thanksgiving. And man, I got to say, I am impressed with what I have seen from Dak Prescott. As much as I love to get me a good laugh in at some cowboy memes and, all the little jokes, I have to say, this just might be the year that the Cowboys might actually do something instead of folding in the playoffs. We might finally see them do something. I'm not gonna lie. As much as we love to crack jokes and all that, this man Dak, now obviously comes with a huge caveat. They haven't been playing nobody. That's a fact. That's a fact. They haven't been playing nobody. We can all agree on that one. But he's also lighting up everybody, regardless of that. The dude legit had a 97 overall grade. I want to say it was 97 overall grade or passing grade against the Commanders last Thursday. That is one of the highest grades you'll ever see. And a play like this is just one of the good plays I've seen from Dak that makes me think, okay, maybe if he plays like this, they have a chance. Cooks is running a wheel route. Slot receivers kind of running like this in and out thing, but you want to pay attention to the tight end going straight up the middle on the 9 route. Just watch what Dak is going to do. I think everybody's seen this throw by now. In a tight window, one of the better throws I've seen from Dak. It's not even more so about him lighting up a bad defense, quote unquote, because the Commanders is one of the worst, if not the worst, passing defense in the league. But he's actually making legit throws. Like, he's making plays more than I've seen him make before. Even though, like I said, it comes with the caveat he's not really playing the best defenses in the world, he still had a good game against the Eagles, which was probably the best team he's played this year, other than his worst game of the season, which was the Niners. So I gotta admit, I wasn't the biggest Dak believer at the beginning of the year. I had him in the middle tier of my quarterback rankings before the season started, and I gotta say, I was sleeping on Dak. I ain't gonna lie. I was sleeping on Dak. I've never been the biggest Cowboys supporter or anything like that, but I can't sit here and ignore the stats. Dude is almost at 3,000 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, which is second only to Josh Allen. He only has one more than Dak. He has the highest passing grade out of all quarterbacks right now. Yards per attempt is up. The team as a whole grades out good in PFF. I can't really argue against the Cowboys actually making noise this year because, by the numbers, this team is on pace to make a lot of noise. And some of the plays I'm seeing from Dak, where he's either just extending the play with his legs or just making throws that we've seen from him before, but he's doing it a little bit more consistently. And man, CeeDee Lamb is a big reason for that. Because that boy Dak got a 97.4 deep passing grade, which is second in the league. He's good in the intermediate. And I promise you, CeeDee Lamb is a big reason why. And on a play like this, now, one thing I've noticed about the Commanders, they love leaving their corners on an island with good receivers. A.J. Brown, for example. And it doesn't work out on this one, as you can see. Cooks is going to run like a little end, but it's really just an isolation route to clear out for CD to run this out. And just watch what's going to happen. Like, the DB holds CD, and it doesn't even matter that he held him. CeeDee Lamb is legit turning himself into one of, if not the best receiver in the league. Now, obviously, I'm not saying he is the best receiver in the league, but man, it's not too many other receivers other than probably Tyreek Hill and A.J. Brown that have a case. He's already at 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Got the 4th highest receiving grade, only 2 drops on the entire year. That's one of the lowest drop percentages in the league. He's one of the best receivers against man coverage, 92.8 grade. Come on now. 129 passer rating when targeted. That's 8th in the league. CeeDee Lamb is balling. Dak has been much better than I anticipated. We can't sit here and ignore the facts. And then we haven't even talked about the defense. The defense has been really good, but we're going to get into that in a second. I have to talk about probably my favorite play from this last game. And I know what you're thinking. It's probably a touchdown, right? No. My favorite play was a 2-point conversion. They got Pollard coming in motion, right? Brandon Cooks is kind of just running like this clear out route because they're trying to get CD on his back, kind of like a slant, but it's more like a post, honestly. Guess you can call it a slant, but watch what's gonna happen. I mean, Dak just throws that's probably the best pass I've seen from Dak. I mean, he puts absolute dime in the back of the end zone. Like, this man is playing on another level right now. Like, that is an absolute dime to get the 2-point conversion. Like, I was more impressed with that than any other play in this game. Like, if you get this defense to keep playing the way they are, I mean, they're one of the highest rated defenses in the league, according to PFF. Parsons is the 4th highest rated defensive player in terms of defensive grade. He's the 3rd highest in pressure rate. So, I mean, it's really coming together for Dallas, I gotta say. Like, even Bland coming out and emerging once Trayvon Diggs went down. Bland got the 6th highest defensive grade in the entire league. And he has the highest coverage grade for any defensive back in the league. Like, this team is not looking, you feel me, like they're gonna go on a Super Bowl run, quote unquote. I ain't gonna go that far. I'm not a Cowboys fan. But I do think that Dak has a legit MVP case, and that this team definitely has some potential to make some noise if Dak Prescott is going to be playing like this come playoff time. But for the time being, we just got to wait and see how it plays out. But right now, I got to say, Dallas looks legit.